What's up guys, Jackson here with Toasty DIY, and today we're taking a look at this Nexigo Aurora Pro. Let's go ahead and check this projector out. So this projector right here will be 48% off of MSRP until October 1st. So you guys don't have very long to act, but don't worry, you can always buy one of these. It is a Kickstarter product, but if you are able to get one of these really early on, they will only be $16.99 for the early bird and then $17.49 for the Kickstarter special. So regardless, both really good deals, both massive discounts, but that does mean in theory this thing would be over $2,000 once it's actually out, but this thing's actually crazy. It's a 4K projector that actually projects up at the wall. So no more worrying about having the perfect positioning for your projector and having to tweak all the settings and stuff. This projector, we actually got to see when we were in Vancouver. We actually got to see like a really cool demo of it. And the tiniest little room we were in, this projector was filling up a whole wall because it goes in the ground beneath the object that it's casting up to, whether that's a wall or a projector screen or whatever. So this may be a box within inside of a box. We're gonna find that out. Yeah, that thing's heavy. This is the Aurora Pro 4K triple color UST laser projector. And as you can see, it has triple laser technology. It does do 4K, which is UHD, up to 150 inches of screen use, which that is a really big screen. And then on the back, we actually kind of get like a little bit of a demo, if you will. We just have a picture of kind of what this will look like. So it's exactly what I said. It literally shines up rather than having to be way in the back behind people. You have to worry about people walking in front of it too. Let's not forget about that. That's a huge one. You also have to worry about lighting and stuff like that. With this one, it's just a lot easier to manage all of that stuff. The fact that it comes with a really just big speaker bar built in is actually really cool. You usually don't get that in projectors, and when you do, it sounds horrible. So I'm excited to hear this. But for now, that's a lot of the main facts. Let's go ahead and actually get this thing the way it's supposed to be. And we're gonna go ahead and pop the box open. All right, so in the box, up top, we get a basic instruction guide, nice and thick instruction booklet, but that is our user manual. We have a pretty nice little remote here. So our remote's pretty fancy. We got volume up and down, we got fast forward, rewind, we have mute, we have a home button back. It looks like a menu button, pretty nice little selection buttons. This right here, it looks like a mouse. I'm almost assuming that might be like a pointer possibly. This thing's kind of fancy. The remote freaking glows. That's kind of crazy. Here we get a microfiber cloth. All right, now the projector itself, this thing, pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. Now it is probably what you expect though. When you're buying a really nice projector, especially a 4K projector, they are typically massive. This thing being 4K, I mean the size it is, really is not too bad. And honestly, it's heavy, but like it's not unmanageable. I can hold it with one hand. I'd probably guess that this weighs around maybe 15 pounds. So here is obviously what you guys came for, the actual projector, but I do like the simple box experience. So yeah, this is just really crazy looking. I mean, this is because we actually have a projector in this office. It's really a nice projector too. You get this tiny little, you know, like viewport, if you will, right there. And so basically how it works is the speaker side's gonna face the audience or away from the screen. And this will shine right up at your wall. We have these two just massive speaker bars in the front, which is something that you don't see very often. I'm glad that because this projector, it is pretty big, why not use the space? You know, have some good speakers on it. A lot of times, especially with cheaper products, they don't do that. You know, even if something's big, it doesn't mean they're really using their brains when they're thinking about innovation, but it definitely seems like Nexigo did that with this. And like I said, based on when we got to kind of demo this projector when we were in Vancouver, it was just really cool to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in, but I do wanna go over the ports real quick now that we got it plugged in. So theoretically, this thing should be able to work with all kinds of different wireless technology, whether that's like Bluetooth or it probably supports like streaming straight to it or casting. But as far as the ports go, so to start off, we have three different HDMI ports. One says HDMI ARC, one says just HDMI, one says HDMI game, but they're 1, 2, and 3 to make it simple to find which one. We have two USB 2 ports, and they're 5 volts of 1.5 amps, so a pretty good amount of amperage. You could, in theory, use them to charge or even have like an RGB strip, you know, being powered by this. We have an audio out, which is just a standard auxiliary or 3.5. We do get SPDIF, which means you can hook up really fancy sound systems. And then we actually have an Ethernet port for LAN, but I assume this thing's gonna have like Wi-Fi. Now we do have some more ports on the side, which wow, I failed to even notice that. So it looks like we get like a plus and minus adjuster, and then there is one more USB 3 on the side, and that's it. I don't see any more ports. Oh, I can literally see it on the ceiling. It says Nexigo above me. Those speakers are kind of crazy. That reminded me so much of like Halo 2 or Halo 3, like the intro sound. Oh my gosh. Dude, this thing actually has some crazy subwoofer effect to it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and move this into the room, see how she looks. So guys, here is the projector. It is hard to capture just how insane this thing actually is. So first of all, the audio is absolutely crazy. I actually only have it turned up not even a quarter of the way because it is very loud and very impressive. And since we're in the office, I'm trying not to disturb everyone's peace. But yeah, this thing just looks absolutely insane. It sounds really good. Like I said, it does have the feature where if you step in front of it or anything, it will just temporarily shut the lasers off with just a small little warning saying press any button, you know, don't step in front of it, and then it goes back normal to playing. But this wall right here, this is a pretty big size room. This is about I think this is like a 12 by 12 foot room, around 144 square feet, maybe even a little bit bigger. And I'm taking up the whole entire wall. And obviously I could back the projector up a little more. I could probably have it a little more centered, but I got it pretty close to the edges of the wall. It is daytime out too. That's something to keep in mind. I have windows right back there directly letting light in. So without that happening, this thing would even be more sharp than it already looks. So this Nexigo projector has brilliant visuals and a massive screen. Experience stunning visuals with the 2400 ANSI lumens and screen size ranging from 80 to 150 inches with the throw ratio of 0.233 to 1. As we talked about, this has a triple laser engine. Prepare yourself for the future of movie watching with true cinematic colors that bring every scene to life. The Aurora Pro features a ALPD 4.0 triple laser engine that reproduces over 1 billion colors, covering an impressive 107% BT 2020 wide color gamut. This projector has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos support. Seamlessly bridge your high quality video content with Dolby Vision for superior image quality, vibrant colors, and enhanced contrast. The Aurora Pro also features 4 15-watt speakers that support Dolby Atmos, allowing it to integrate beautifully with your surround sound system. And even though this is a smart projector, they are honest with saying that it does stream really well with TV sticks. So they say they recommend using the Aurora Pro with their Roku or similar 4K TV stick to get the best quality on YouTube, Netflix, and other streaming apps. And for the details on the projector, in case you want to pick one up, the Aurora Pro can be pre-ordered on Kickstarter for 48% off the MSRP through October 1st. The prices will be $16.99 for the super early bird and $17.49 for the Kickstarter special. The first batch will be delivered between October 17th to the 20th, and the second batch will be delivered November 7th through the 10th. It is shipping to the US, Canada, Singapore, Hong Kong, and all countries in the EU and the UK. So yeah, I just want to get some quick handheld just so that you guys can really see all the angles of this projector. So I just want you guys to first of all notice that we are not even using a projector screen. We are using a just pretty much gray wall that even has some imperfections in it. And this video is just incredibly crisp. I mean, it almost looks like 3D in a way, like it's popping out at you. And it's crazy that you really can't even see any pixelation. Even when we're this close to the screen, it feels like I'm almost inside of the image, which is just absolutely mind-boggling, honestly, especially looking at it through this camera. It really does look like we're actually there. It is very smooth too. Like this thing doesn't really feel like it has, you know, any latency. It doesn't feel like it's like a low refresh rate experience. It actually feels like a nice, honestly, 60 or more hertz. So yeah, this thing just looks amazing. I wouldn't even be hesitant one bit to game on this projector. I think this would be crazy to run some Halo or Call of Duty with some of your friends. Imagine, you know, if you have like a little movie theater setup, having your chair set up in front of this, and then, you know, plugging in a 4-player game, maybe even playing something like Super Smash Bros. Would be really awesome for this projector. So guys, that is our first look at the Nexigo Aurora Pro. I would not be surprised to see some more content like this involving this projector or similar projectors, or maybe even some aftermarket products for it in the future on Toasty DIY. Also on Toasty Bros, we will actually be doing a ad spot with this projector, so you'll get to see some really nice B-roll. So make sure you guys subscribe to the main channel, Toasty Bros. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out the main YouTube channel and also Toasty Clips. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.